What's up, everyone? Hope you are doing well. I have lint on my shirt because I can't seem to get my life together, but okay. Today's video is not going to be an Apple video. Surprise, surprise, but it's going to be what I edit my videos on. Generally, I'll do a specific topic or I'll do a specific review on an item technology-wise for this channel, but today I wanted to do a compare and contrast between Final Cut Pro and Adobe Premiere Pro. I've done 2 videos on this in the past, and they were not done very well. So I guess you could consider this the 2.0 version, now that I've finally learned how to make decent YouTube videos. We will not get into that. Let's go on. Now let me just define both of these for you, just in case you're watching this video and you don't really know what they are, or you just kind of have an idea. Final Cut Pro is an editing software designed by Apple with built-in color correction, transitions, and other software. People who use this software are famous YouTubers like iJustine and MKBHD and me. But I'm not, let's just keep going. All right, so now let's move on to Premiere Pro. Premiere Pro is a software built into the Adobe Suite collection that has tabs like Edit, Assembly, a built-in color corrector, which we're going to get into all that in just a few minutes. People who use Premiere Pro are people like Sarah Dietschy, Rhymes with Peachy, and Linus Tech Tips, and also me. But all right, so let's get into the details of Final Cut Pro first. All right, so starting with this software, I love the magnetic bar timeline that's open at the bottom. You can see the picture with the audio waves, and it's all on the same bottom half of the computer that's completely open for you to pretty much, I guess, quote unquote, connect the little boxes and squares wherever you like to cut and paste. And it's a little bit more open and unstructured. I like that a lot better because it gives you more customization, and it kind of just appeases my OCD to be able to see everything right there in that little section without having to move through different tabs, which, you know, we're kind of going to get into with Premiere Pro. So while we're on the topic of being OCD and not having those tabs, overall, I love the fact that this is such a simple layout. Everything is all on one screen. You've got your transitions, you've got your effects, the color board. We'll get to it. But overall, it's a lot more simple. And to be honest with you, I like it better because it makes for a better workflow. It is a lot faster than Premiere Pro in terms of user experience, being able to utilize everything as quickly as possible. Final Cut Pro is, and I would like to specifically note this out, a one-time fee of $300. I think it's $299.99, but who's really counting? If you guys want any in-depth reviews of Final Cut Pro or Final Cut Pro tutorials, anything that you want to learn, I'm not 100% expert, but I have been using this software for about 4.5 years, so I do have a lot of experience with it. So if you have any questions or you want to see anything in an upcoming video, please put that in the comments down below. Now, finally, a topic I said we were going to get to. The one thing that I really don't like about Final Cut Pro is that color corrector. It looks shoddy when I'm trying to change highlights and lowlights on S-Log footage. It just looks like it's not doing a good job changing the pixels and changing the light. When I balance out a vector scope, and you know, I can get into terminology in a separate video if you ever want to, but when I balance out a vector scope, it never looks balanced. It doesn't look good. Which is something that drives me insane, because even if it exports correctly, I'm never really going to get to that point if I think that it's off in post. So if I'm editing and the color correction is horrible, it's not going to turn out well. Now let's move to Premiere Pro, which is pretty much, it has the exact opposite of pros and cons that Final Cut Pro has. The tabs on Premiere Pro seem way too difficult for me compared to Final Cut. It's much more of a learning curve. The bars that don't really show much are that's just it. It's just bars. You can't see any wavelengths. You can't really see a picture, which drives me insane because I like to have a good visual even when there's a proxy playback. Now, one thing that I do absolutely love in Adobe Premiere Pro is exactly what I don't like in Final Cut Pro. The color grading is beyond amazing for a built-in color grading tool. Of course, you would expect that because Adobe has Photoshop and Lightroom, so you expect that type of quality in a video editing software anyway. Manipulating anything like that, I know it's going to be top-notch quality on Premiere Pro, and that's one of the reasons why I have both of the softwares downloaded on my computer, because I cannot choose. I cannot pick. I refuse. Now, as far as the price goes, this is what I'm talking about when I say it's not a bad price for Final Cut Pro. Premiere Pro is like $50 a month, which is not bad for video editing again. However, compare and contrasting here takes what? 2, 4, 6, math. So if we pause for a minute and look at the math. All right, so 6 months of Premiere Pro is gonna get you $300 price tag. But if you spend $300 on Final Cut Pro, then you're gonna have pretty much a lifetime's worth of the app and editing software, and you don't have to pay anything extra monthly for that. Now, one of the things that I do love about Final Cut Pro is it's fast. It has a fast workflow. To recap, you've probably got faster rendering times than Premiere Pro. My rendering times with Premiere is like 40 minutes to an hour, as where my Final Cut Pro rendering time is like 15, 20 minutes for the exact same project. If you have any questions, put that in the comments down below. Be sure to like this video and click the subscribe button, as well as hit the notification bell so that you can see when I post a video. If you have any tutorial questions or want to see anything in an upcoming video, please let me know. I love all of you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.